Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo, this flock. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the block.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's go. Load it. Load it.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Hey! 12.
They go play action here on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Buco team! Gun, gun, gun! Zebra, zebra! Mike 51, Mike 51! Right!
Now Wilson on second down. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2. Reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After the interception, here's Rosen. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They go with Murray again. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Tempo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's get it. Tempo. Run it.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson steps away to his left. He finds his man, Baldwin. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. 12.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, blocked it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey. You got 3.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Leopard!
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Latavius Murray with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
Yeah, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
19. 19. Bring out, bring out, bam, bam.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds an opening past the 40, and that's complete to Luke Wilson. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Tempo, tempo. Gotta go. 14. Motion, motion, motion. Spot left, spot left. Spot that, spot that.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Tempo, tempo. Hey, hey. Let's go. 4 down, 4 down. 3 down, 3 down.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Stepping up. He'll try and run. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
14.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Number
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. A left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. That was second down run for Murray. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Third down, Murray. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Tempo, ready, let's go to work, come on. Three down, hey.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. 12. Edwards got four down. 51's Mike. Go. 40. 14. Gotta go. Motion.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Gun. Hey.
To throw is Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go, 14. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 14. Got it. Gotta go. Gun. Let's go, 14. Bang out. Bam.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. When you don't see this often, a quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. you're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, Rosen lets it go for Nelson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Wilson. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go, 14. Hey, hey. There. Hey, 4-1 Mike. Let's go, 14. It's our time. It's our time.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The son, Reddick. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Gotta go. Check 50, check 50.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Rosen off the play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now, come on, tempo. 18. Check.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And to the left side here, Wilson. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Wilson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Alert. 18. 14. Got it. Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Finding room to the 20. Wilson snags it left side. And down to the 16-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Tempo. 4 down. Gotta go.
They will run again with Coleman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So out now come the Cardinals. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Rosen looking to throw. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On 2nd down, Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
3rd and long here for Rosen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go get another one. Come on. Saturday. Gotta go. 14.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go, 14. We got 3 go, 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that lead is back down to 9 now. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action here with Rosen. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, caught by Butler. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Leopard! Leopard!
They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They go back to Murray on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. On second down, here's Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that one will be accepted. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
18. Check 50, check 50. Right.
On 2nd down, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Gotta go, right now. Let's go. Shotgun. Hey.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson will throw again. And he slides to avoid the hit. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Nick Perry able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
14. Gotta go. 14. 41 left.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
19. Gotta go. 14. There. 95.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now in desperation, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, there's the turnover you said that they needed at the beginning of the quarter. Now, does it come too late? That's the question.
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? But at least they gave themselves a chance.
Yeah, they've got the chance. Need a pretty quick score and then an onside kick.
Come on, tempo. Check three. 14. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Three down. Shotgun. Be alert. Check.
Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Fair. Tempo. Right.
Here's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
14. Check 50.
Wilson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Leopard! Got three down. Mike 51, Mike.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Here's Rosen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Over!
Now it's Rosen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Let's go. Well. Fair. Well.
Throwing now is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On second down, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Seahawks on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And it's caught inside the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One last shot for Wilson. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for the Cardinals, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.